Hi everyone, the developers at Obsidian just released version 0.9.2 to insiders, with which comes the first add-on service, Obsidian Publish. It allows you to publish your notes online without requiring any technical knowledge. Not only your notes, but your graph and outline are published as well. And you get to choose which notes you want to make public and which you don't. I have got access to it for a few days, so let me quickly walk you through how to set it up and get it running. First, let's quickly walk through their pricing. As you can see, they have a special early bird pricing for early adopters. Now, something to pay attention to is that it is $8 per month per site when you pay annually and $10 a month per site when you pay monthly. What exactly does per site mean? I'll explain shortly. The short version is that it doesn't involve paying for each vault you have. Rather, if you're fine with having all your content from multiple vaults in one URL, then you'll be charged for one site only. I've gone through this later in the video, so with that out of the way, let's have a look at how Obsidian Publish works. So the very first thing we'll do is we'll enable the plugin. To do that, you'll have to go to settings, check which version you are running. In my case, I'm running version 0.9.2. Now this is available for insiders only right now. So if you don't have it, you should have it soon. Then click on plugins, come down and make sure you toggle on publish. As soon as you toggle this on, I'll just close this first. You'll see this publish changes icon. Once you click that, it'll allow you to define a site ID. So in this case, our site ID is Productivity Guru, obviously. So we'll just create that. This constitutes as one site, basically. So as many vaults as I want, I can, keep publishing it in this one site. Now I'll just select which notes I want. In this case, we want all these notes. So we'll just select all these. I'm not going to put the untitled ones because that was my experiment with HTML when you could manipulate HTML in Obsidian. So I'll just quickly select all. I'll select templates as well because why not? There's a video on templates coming soon. For now, let's just skip attachments. I'll add that later. And we click publish. Now, as you can see, each note is getting published individually. So as it's uploading and publishing, it's showing published over here. Now here there was a bit of a problem because the books note was completely blank and empty. So I think blank and empty notes are currently, there's a bug which stops that from publishing. So I'll just fast forward this because it took a little bit of a time, but eventually it did give an error message. Yeah. So as you can see, a network error occurred, network unavailable, and now it's given failed for books, but it's publishing everything else. Now, again, there's a similar problem with note A, but in case of note A, I have just written A over there. So I don't know why this was a problem. There cannot be a problem with the internet because I have a very high speed internet. Now that we fast forwarded through that, it's publishing everything else also in full speed in real time. And with that done, we've completed everything. So it says you can visit your site here. Let's open this URL in a browser. So as you can see, welcome to Productivity Guru. We have our para index working. We have our graph working. We have almost all the notes uploaded and working perfectly. Let me click sleep and see where sleep takes me to. And it's blank because the sleep note is blank itself. As you can see, it's managed to upload itself properly. And you can move through the notes using graph as well. Now if you click a note that doesn't exist, it will give you this warning. The journal is also uploaded, seems to have uploaded perfectly. Again, if the note doesn't exist, it will give this warning. Let's have a look at this note, which contains this iframe widget. The weather widget looks pretty cool. Let's check out the other examples of iframe. They also load perfectly. I quite like how they are displayed here. This is displayed a little oddly. But yeah, overall everything seems to work perfectly. Now, let's just look at how to make changes and update our files and then publish them to Obsidian Publish. So we take the books note and I'll just add not blank. Again, I'll just click the icon and wait for publish changes to take place. Now, as you can see, books is showing new over here. Plus, I think I'll copy over the attachments as well. We click publish and as you can see, books is published perfectly. Also, the attachments are published perfectly. Now click done. And that's how you update files. Now, I want to change the settings as well. So again, I click the publish icon and let's see what settings are available to change. So you click on this cog which changes site options. Now here you can give a name of your site. So we'll give the name as Productivity Guru. Homepage file, we'll revisit this again later. Theme, I want to choose dark mode because we've already seen light mode. Let's see what dark mode presents. I want to show the table of contents. I want to show Hover preview and save site settings. As you can see above, it says updated options for a site and it gets you back here. And I'll just close it. Now let's just create our homepage file. In Productivity Guru note, I'll put in welcome to our test vault. Let's add our logo. The way you do that is just open brackets. We'll search for Productivity Circle and don't forget to put the exclamation mark in front to show it. Let's put a link to this channel. So I'll create a heading, call it YouTube. Oops. Let's make the T capital. We'll add the address https://www.youtube.com/productivityguru. Let's add the Twitter account details next. That is twitter.com/productivitygur with no U at the end. Now let's update these changes. Let me again select the cog and now add this note as the homepage file. As you can see, it says updated changes for a site. And now I'll click publish and the new file is also uploaded. However, on clicking, you will notice that the site hasn't updated. That's because of a bug. To fix it, you will either need to disable cache or clear your browser's cache. And that will make it load properly. Now, I'll again click publish changes and now I'll show you how to manage multiple sites. It's very simple. To manage multiple sites, all you have to do is click this switch site icon. Now, as soon as you click that, you'll see this manage sites modal pop up where you can choose this or you can edit site ID or delete this site. So if you had multiple sites here, you could just choose which site you want to publish this on. Now I've chosen Productivity Guru and here I can choose whatever I want and upload it again. Now I had mentioned in the start that we can publish to a single site from multiple vaults. Let me show you how to do that. If you remember, we had created this test vault for the auto linking tool plugin. Let me create a new note. Let's put the name as publish note from another vault. In the note, we'll say this is a test to see how to publish a note from another vault. I'll click publish changes. Now you can see that the modal will change from publish changes to manage sites. Why? Because we've not attached a site to this yet. So I'll choose Productivity Guru. Now be cautious of one thing. You can see everything is showing deleted because it cannot get access to this, so it thinks all this is deleted. We'll uncheck everything. To do that, you'll just deselect all from up, and we'll make sure everything is deselected. And now in new, we'll just make sure that we've checked publish notes from another vault, and I'll click publish. And as you can see, it'll upload it immediately. Now, the second question I had is, how does the interconnection work between vaults? So let's give that a try. I'll just add square brackets, put in books, hyphen test to see how links work with notes from other vaults. And I'll also add Productivity Guru. So now that these two links are created, let me try publishing this. Let's see what happens. Remember, since the notes are not here, you can see 47 changes are selected because it thinks everything has been deleted. Make sure you deselect everything and then just select this which shows changed and publish. Now, as you can see, it's done. So we click done, and now let's just go and see if everything works perfectly. As you can see, everything is working perfectly now. And if I just hover over Productivity Guru, you remember we had turned on page previews. You can see Productivity Guru is shown perfectly. If I hover over books, it shows not blank. If I click from here Productivity Guru, it takes me to Productivity Guru. And from here, I can also go back to publish note from another vault. So you can see everything is interconnected perfectly. Books is also connected perfectly to this, even though books, it's capital B over here and small b there. So it's not case sensitive exactly. Let's go back to publish note from another vault, and everything works perfectly. Now there are two more settings that I quickly want to go over. So let's create a new note. Let's call it master note. Now let's create a new file. We'll call it note 10. We'll let's just add 10 for the sake of it, and we'll add master note as a link. Now let me create another file, note 12 maybe, and we'll call it. We'll again connect to master note. What will this do? Well, we just see, you click publish changes. Now I wanted to show you this setting. Firstly, unselect this, otherwise it will get deleted. But I want to show you this setting. So if I select note 12 and I click add linked, automatically master note will be selected. As you can see, one link file has been added. If I click note 10 and I click add linked, it will again connect master note. So linked files will not be left basically. So let's just publish this for now. As you can see, all three have been published. Let's click done. Now, how do you delete files? The way to delete files, say if I delete, let's just take this file and let's take the note 10 file and let's delete the note 10 file. It's deleted everywhere. Now we just click publish changes. As soon as we click that, you'll see that this option is there where I can delete it. Again, do not delete this because it's from another vault. So note 10 I'll just delete. I'll click publish, and as soon as I click publish, you'll see that's deleted note 10 from this URL. Now click done, and that's it. It's done. Now let's come back to our vault, and as you can see, we can see note 12. We can see master note. Note 10 is nowhere to be found. Also, you can see markdown just to see how it looks. You have your table of contents here. So if you want to see heading 1, heading 2, if you want to see text stylings, you can see that. Also, I have added in audio embedding, so that also works perfectly. The recording that I'm testing out. Your image embeds also work perfectly. Everything works perfectly on this. Your maths also works well. Let's see diagrams. Yes, it takes some time to, I think, render the diagram for some reason. But after it does, it works perfectly. So as you can see, the diagram is working perfectly now. All the ones that we had made earlier. If you've not seen the video, please select above and you can see the video. So that's Obsidian Publish. Overall, I think it's a brilliant service. I have access to Obsidian Publish for a few more days. So if you have any queries or want me to show you something pertaining to it, please ask in the comment section below or send a message via Twitter. If you found this video helpful, then please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. I have a few more videos on Obsidian coming out soon. Thank you so much for watching.